All right, welcome everyone to another stream, another live stream of Weekends with Karthik. Um, yeah, this is going to be more of a chill stream. Don't have much to do today, so we'll be doing something more fun, which is I've been very recently getting a lot into a D&D, which is a Dungeons and a Dragons. And it's been I've really started enjoying it. Took me a while to sort of understand. I think the core fun aspect of it. Yeah, like took me a while to understand how the role play works and how the gamification of different aspects work. And now that I have that initial basic understanding of it, I think there is a threshold that I've crossed where I'm now like really excited about D&D, and I'm really looking forward to next sessions of D&D, because yeah, I've like have really started enjoying the last like few sessions I've been a part of. Like I've enjoyed all sessions from the beginning, but there was, I think, a part of time where I was a bit apprehensive of it as to how regularly do I want to do it. But now I find myself being very excited and doing and attempting to do it as frequently as possible. A big thanks for that goes to our DM, the Dungeon Master, Ali Chan, who is a teammate of ours from Envision. He's the one who really took the initiative to propose doing like a session with a few of us from the team, and he has been the one who has been a DM for all of the sessions we've been doing so far. So yeah, it's been a really incredible experience with all the campaigns we have done since he has been a DM. So yeah, I now want to take things more seriously. Like until now, it's been mainly just me showing up during the D&D like session, and then going with the flow. That's been my approach to this so far. But we have another session tomorrow, and what I want to do is I want to do take some time to like work a bit more on my on like a character of mine, and sort of add more of a backstory there, and really understand who my character as a person or a persona is. I think I do have a pretty good idea of based on the campaigns we've done so far, but I do want to have it a bit more sort of like clear, so that when I do take actions, when I do stuff, it is in line with who the character is. Because there's difference between who I am as a person and who the character is. So I do want to make sure that there is a consistency in the actions that the character is doing. So I'm gonna do a bit more of a research to understand some of the things in a better way, because I still am not fully on top of what actions I have, what are the cantrips I have, and what is the bonus action I have. So I do want to get a better understanding of my our character in terms of those things, and I do want to see if I can build a backstory behind it. So that's mainly what I'm going to be doing in today's stream. So for those of you who don't know Dungeons and Dragons much, this could be sort of a not I won't say this is a tutorial, but yeah, this could be a way of for you to get some insight into what's happening, how do you set up a D&D character, and so on and so forth. So this could be some insight into that. I will sort of do my best to, so as I'm trying to understand this myself, I'll do my best to also explain it. There's also like a guide and stuff on this website that I want to check out, so I will be looking at it as well. So basically I'm going to go on the D&D website, which is D&D Beyond. So this is basically where you come to build your guys and stuff. I wanna know what this new player guide is. I found this new a chocolate at the supermarket today. I don't know if any of you know it, but yeah, I do like to try like new chocolates. Every time I see one in the supermarket, this one was a new one. It's a vegan chocolate. It has no a palm oil as well, and no artificial nonsense. It's quite good. Alright, let's read the instructions. In the character, you choose a race, you choose a class, you determine ability scores, you describe your character, choose your equipments, come together beyond first level, choosing a race, racial traits. Barbarian. Okay, interesting. So there are two things. There's something called a race, and then there's something called a class. So from a race, you can be a dwarf, elf, a halfling, human, a dragonborn, gnome, half elf, half orc, or tiefling. Oh, I always thought like it was a tiefling. I don't know what's a tiefling. Infernal heritage. Okay, so this is what a tiefling looks like. So that's a dwarf, which is clear. That's an elf. Elf names. Elf traits. High elf. There are the halflings, which are basically hobbits. Humans. Dragonborn. Gnome. Half elf. That's what I am. Why do you look so weird? Ugh. Walking in two worlds, but truly belonging to neither. Half elves combine what some say are the best qualities of their elf and human parents: human curiosity, inventiveness, and ambition, tempered by refined senses, love of nature, and artistic tastes of elves. Some half elves live among humans, set apart by their emotional and physical differences, watching friends and loved ones age while time barely touches them. Other live with elves, growing restless as they reach adulthood in timeless elven realms, while their peers continue to live as children. Many half elves, unable to fit into the society, choose to live of solidarity, wandering or join with other misfits, misfits and outcasts in their adventuring life of two worlds. To humans, half elves look like elves, and to elves, they look like humans. In height, they're on par with both parents, though they're neither as slender as elves nor as broad as humans. They range from under 5 feet above 6 feet tall, from 100 to 180 pounds, with men only slightly taller and heavier than women. Half elf men do have facial hair and sometimes grow a beard to mask their elven ancestry. Half elven coloration and features lie somewhere between the human and elf parents and thus show a variety even more pronounced than that found among either race. They tend to have eyes of their elven parents. Half elves have no lands of their own, though they are welcome in the human cities and somewhat less welcome in elven forests. In large cities, in regions where elves and humans interact often, half elves are sometimes numerous enough to form a small communities of their own. They enjoy the company of other half elves, the only people who truly understand what it is to live between the two worlds. In most parts of the world, so the reason I'm reading this whole thing because my our character is a half elf, so I want to understand better what a half elf traits are. In most parts of the world, half elves are uncommon enough that one might live for years without meeting other ones. Some half elves prefer to avoid company altogether. Oh, I realize I have my English background on. Roll themselves into a thick society of putting charisma. Many half elves at an early age get along with everyone, diffusing hostility and finding common ground as the race have elven grace without elven aloofness and human energy without boorishness. They often make excellent ambassadors and go-betweens, except between elves and humans, since each side suspects the elf of favoring the other. Half elves use either human or elven naming conventions as if to empathize that they don't fit into either society. Half elves use either human name. Half elves raised among humans are often given elven names, and those raised amongst elves take human names. Your half elf character has some quality in common with elves. Your charisma score increases by 2. And 2 other ability scores of which I think by 1. Half elves mature at the same rate as humans do and reach adulthood. They live much longer than humans, however, often exceeding 180 years. Half elves are about the same size as humans, ranging 5 to you. Your size is medium. Your base walking speed is 30 feet. Thanks to elf blood, you have superior vision in dark and dim condition. You can see dim light within 60 feet as if it were bright light, and darkness as if it were dim light. You can't discern color in darkness, only shades of grey. Fey ancestry. You have an advantage on saving throws against being charmed. You have an advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep. This is important. Skill, versatility, Okay, what I want to open on the side as I read this is my profile characters. Velar. So this is my guy. This is my oh. I didn't know we were all a part of some campaign here. So cool. Okay, coming back to this. Yeah, these are the things I wanted to add to this actually. Interesting. So anybody could have access to my can't edit it or do anything. Nice. Cool. So yeah, where was I? I wanted to check if this Fey ancestry is mentioned here somewhere, and where is it mentioned? Oh, I got a bunch of gold last campaign. How much did I get? 150. So it's here, features and traits. Your advantages on saving throws against being charmed. Magic can't put you to sleep. Okay. Druidic focus. Okay, skill you gain proficiency and then you can speak. Alright, gotcha. Let's go back. Classes. So I'm a ranger class. So yeah, so I was saying you can pick a race and you can pick a class. So I'm a ranger. This looks much more cooler. Rough and wild looking human stalks through Curiosity is hunting the ox he knows are planning a raid on a nearby farm. Clutching a short sword in each hand, he becomes a whirlwind of steel, cutting down one enemy after another. After tumbling away from a cone of freezing air, an elf finds her feet and draws back her bow to loose an arrow at the white dragon, shrugging off the wave of fear that emanates from dragon like the cold of its breath. She sends one arrow after another to find the gaps between the dragon's thick scales. Holding his hand high, half elf whistles to the hawk that circles high above him, calling the bird back to his side, whispering instructions in Elvish. He points the owl ears he's been tracking and sends the hawk to distract the creature while he readies his bow. Far from bustle of cities and towns, past the hedges that shelter the most distant farms from the terror of the wind, amid the dense packed trees of trackless forests, and across the wide and empty plains, rangers keep their unending watch. Okay. Oh. Warriors of wilderness. Rangers specialize in hunting the monsters that threaten edges of civilization, humanoid raiders, rampaging beasts, and monstrosities. The Deputy Ranger consider the nature of training that gave you particular capabilities. Did you train with a single mentor, wandering the wilds together until you mastered his way? Did you leave your apprenticeship, or was your mentor slain, perhaps by the same kind of monster that became your favored enemy? Or perhaps you learned your skills as a part of a band of rangers affiliated with the druidic circle, trained in mystic paths as wilderness. You might be self-taught, a recluse who learned combat skills and training your magical connections to nature. What's the source of your particular hatred of certain kind of enemy? Did a monster kill someone you loved or destroy your home with age, or did you see too much destruction? Quick build. Begin the quickly for inspiration. First make dexterity your highest every score, followed by wisdom. Focus on two weapon fighting. Make strength and choose outlander background. Choose a variations, these celestial constructs, dragon elementals, fey, fiend, giants, monstrosities, ooze, plants. Alternatively, you can select two races of human. You have advantage of wisdom on wisdom to track your favorite enemy, as well as intelligence check to reconfirmation about them. When you gain this feature, you also learn one language of your choice that is spoken by everyone. You choose one additional favored enemy as well as associated languages at 6th and 14th layer. This right should reflect the type of monsters you encountered on your adventures. You're particularly expert and familiar with one type of natural adept in traveling and surviving such. Choose favorite terrain: Arctic coast, desert, forest, grassland, mountain, and swamp, or the Underdark. When you make intelligence or wisdom check related to your favorite terrain, your proficiency bonus is doubled if you're using skill that you're proficient in while traveling for an Difficult terrain doesn't slow your group travel. The group can't become lost except by magical means. If you're traveling alone, you can move stealthily and now when you forage, you find time. Where is this in my character sheet? Natural Explorer. This is a class feature. First level danger feature which replaces natural explorer feature. You are an unsurpassed explorer, survive both in wilderness and in. You gain the canny benefit below, and you gain additional benefits below when you reach 6th and 10th level. Choose one of your skill proficiency. Your proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check. Two additional languages of your choice. Okay. Okay. I will replace Natural Explorer with this. Second level, you adopt a particular style of fighting as a specialty. Choose one of the following options. You can take a fighting style. Second level, you adopt a particular style of fighting as a specialty. Choose one of the following options. You cannot take fighting style option more than once. Even if you later get to choose again. Archery, you get +2 bonus to attack rolls to make defense. While you're wearing an armor, you gain +1 bonus to AC. Dueling, when you're wielding a melee weapon in one hand, no other weapons, you gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls. If you engage in tournament fighting, you can add a ability modifier to damage the second attack. What's an ability modifier? Spell casting. By the time you reach a second level, you have learned use a magical essence. As much as to it does, each of the time you generally lose time for the ranger spell list. The ranger table shows how many spell slots you have to cast. Spells first level, cast one of these spells. You must expend a slot. Okay, there's a lot to read. Actually, I want to do all of that reading, but I need to take a pause because there's a cricket a match going on between India and Pakistan, and it's just become very interesting. So I need to pause this and go watch that. So yeah, I think this would be it for this week's weekend with Karthik. I know it was not very talkative as I thought it would be. I just got very engrossed in the some of the things here, but maybe yeah, this gives some of you guys encouragement to explore a D&D for yourself. It's very fun. I recommend it. Look for a friend who can be a good a DM or a dungeon a master, can help build a campaign for you, and once you have had the first experience, I think it's incredible. So yeah, I thank you for tuning in, and I will see you same place, same time next week. Peace.